soul and has such a warmth within.
Can I ask you when you first approached these series?
I was aware of Harry Potter, but it was very much a sort of kids thing. People were telling me to read the books, and I had kids, so it was going to be in my universe somewhere. And then they were taking a slightly darker approach. The book was interesting. I met Alfonso, and I think at the time he was the main attraction.
Now remember, guys, you have to take care of your frogs. For Azkaban, it's coming of age. They're passing the threshold between childhood and their teenage years.
What are you doing now?
In the first two, Harry is still a child. There's a greater optimism around the tone itself. Nevertheless, when he turns 13, there's a big cloud that overshadows everything around Harry. And we needed to convey that also stylistically.
Last time when we made...
What's going on?
Last time.
Dunno. Maybe we broke it down.
上次见面是什么时候? When was the last time we made?
Prisoner of Azkaban felt like a whole new era, really. It was a much darker kind of story. There was a lot of kind of quite...
Thank you for your...
The descriptions that J.K. Rowling has of the Dementors are very scary. And I really wanted to convey this sense that the Dementors, what they do is they suck all the joy away. That they were sucking an essence of Harry. But I think that the most important piece to achieve that was Dan's performance.
Azkaban, how old were you?
14.
Really? When we first met?
Yeah.
I think I had a natural sort of paternal thing.
Are you going to kill me, Harry? The first person I remember being in awe of when they came in was Gary.
I remember that. I remember you giving me the Gary chat. You were like, listen, Emma,
Guys,
you need to be cool. It's Gary Oldman. It's a really big deal, and you need to be cool. And I was like, okay.
Which was really a projection of my own fears, because I was like, Dan, you need to be cool. This guy's a big deal.
Dan was first a bit daunted, and Gary was amazingly generous as a person, but also as an actor, and he immediately embraced him and include him in the acting process. It was really sweet to see the two of them. And it was almost as if it was mirroring that relationship, because in many ways, Harry has made a totem out of Sirius Black. That totem that is kind of unapproachable and in many ways scary. And then that was not unlike in the film, that when they discover who they truly are, is when suddenly there's an amazing bond.
You saw them between takes, sitting with each other, talking and laughing. You could see in the way that Dan looked at Gary, the adulation, the respect that he had for him.
All the stuff in the Shrieking Shack at the end, I feel like me and Ruben and also watching tennis in that scene, just being like, this is acting, guys. This is what we all need to work it towards.
There was Tim Spall, the one and only Alan Rickman, David Thewlis, you, Emma, Rupert.
It's really nice of you to include me, Emma, and Rupert in that group. To watch you guys act, but also just watching you guys as people and just watching these incredible actors who are just like, oh yeah, no, you're just people, and you'd have fun in between, and the whole process doesn't have to be painful. It can be intense, and you showed me the wonders of that sometimes as well, and that was really important. That's killing! Wait, I did my waiting! 12 years of it! In Azkaban!
I have never done a scene with such an amazing cast in my life. It's a very long scene. It's a scene in which there are a lot of twists inside the scene. And it was so much fun. It's an intense scene in which a lot of things are at stake.
No! I trusted you!
And you can see Rupert and Emma and Dan that they are completely committed to the scene. I love it. I have such a great memory of it.
I told Dumbledore you were being old friend into the castle, and now there's the proof.
Brilliant. Once again, your keen and penetrating mind to the task, and as usual, comes to the wrong conclusion.
I always loved the Harry series. I love the relationship Harry and Sirius have. He's like this cool uncle, but also older brother figure. And
he's painted as this villainous guy, and then has the switch where you go, he was set up, and he's a good guy.
He's so kind and so warm.
And he's cool and kind.
Yeah.
He's kind of cool.
Yeah.
I wish I'd had the whole picture. You know, we only ever found out book.
Yeah, but
I don't know whether you were, because you were Harry Potter.
Just Rickman.
You had
Rickman did. That was it.
Rickman.
He had the inside line.
He worked that way.
He very, very early said to Joe, he was like, I need to know what happened.
Give me a read. All right. Thank you.
Rickman would have an in, wouldn't he?
Did, yeah. And never told Chris, never told anyone. Chris would literally say to him, why are you doing that later? I'll tell you later.
Yeah, you'll find out. On a need-to-know basis.
Dan was not a child actor, was another fellow actor.
Alfonso was like nine teenagers, like treated like a teenager. And he was the first one who assigned us homework.
Yeah.
He wanted to get to know us. So he set us this exercise where he asked us to write an essay in character.
Hello.
You know these characters at this
Are you
point better
okay?
than
How
I
have
will
you been?
be able to understand who they are. So you tell me.
After about sort of half a side of A4, I was like,
Not too bad these days, but now a little boring. So I was watching Harry Potter the 20 years.
Cool, proud of that, bring that in.
Of course, Emma writes like 12 pages, like beautifully written.
Rupert didn't deliver anything.
I didn't do it.
And I said, Rupert, where's your assignment? He says, well,
You missed a lot
Ron wouldn't do it.
here. I already finished Harry Potter's movies,
It was very a character
eight movies.
for me not to have done it.
Rupert is...
And this is the first time I watch Harry Potter's
Yeah,
movies.
it's just Ron 100%. Emma is just such an effortless actor. She prepares a lot. When you're doing the scenes, it's as if everything is just flowing out of her. The truth of the matter is that they are great actors. Sirius Black